Listen, when you congratulate somebody, not only does that person feel warm and fuzzy inside, guess who else feels warm and fuzzy inside? You! You! When you're like, oh, I can't believe it, you don't feel good inside. We call that just hating on people. Okay? But when you're like, cool, congratulations, Israel, then he feels good, you feel good, I feel good, everybody feels good. Alright, well, because you're hating it. Stop hating. Yeah. Alright, moving on.
Yeah, I don't feel warming. I don't feel warm.
Alright, I'm sensing that my goofiness is too much for some of you. And then we get all serious. Okay, you don't have to, when you raise your hand, you don't have to say other stuff because then it's, might as well not raise your hand. Yes. What's up? Okay, Israel, you're on a good roll. Come on. Come on. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Melissa, it's all about timing. It's not good timing, right? Okay, moving forward. Okay. N equals 26,184. Number 2, N equals 17 and 39.39 or 3,900. Number 2, listen carefully. You were supposed to use the associative property, which means you change the parentheses. Here we go. It should be 7/10, the fraction 7 over 10, plus parentheses 3 plus 4, or 3 over 4, plus 1/4 parentheses equals 7/10 plus 1, which equals 1 7/10. You needed all that right there. Okay? And we're going to go over that because you have to do that in your test twice. It didn't, guys, if you look at the directions, it didn't say solve. It said regroup the numbers using the associative property. That's what it said. So you have to use the associative property. Okay? Then add. Okay? Moving on. Number 4, you have to use the associative property, which means you have to regroup, which means you have to move the parentheses. So, if the parentheses are around the last 2 numbers, what can you put the parentheses around? Instead of the last 2, put them around the first 2. Here we go. Parentheses 1.02 plus 0.98 parentheses plus 4.87 equals 2 plus 4.87, which equals 6.87. By the way, in math, when we say parentheses, when we're going to put the second parenthesis, we say close parentheses. You can even say open parentheses, the first one, close parentheses, the second one. Yes? What? Well, you didn't use the associative property then. Mr. Reese, but I did it in my head. Well, then you didn't regroup the numbers using the associative property, so it's wrong. The goal of 3, 4, 5 was to see if you know how to use the associative property. It didn't just say solve, Lexi. It said use the associative property. So what you should have done was you should have gone to your math book and looked at associative property to see what we did in class. You gotta take it with you always, because those are your notes. Your math book, guys. You know the thicker book? Not this book, the other one? Yeah. Your math book? Those are your notes also. So take it home with you. Because if you take this home only, and you didn't take your math book with you, you don't know what, if you don't remember what associative property means, you're stuck. But if you took your book home, you can go back and see what we did in class. Number 5, parentheses. 2 and 5/8 plus 3/8 parentheses plus 2/3 equals 3 plus 2/3, which equals 3 and 2/3. By the way, what do we call that when we go from a big problem And then you do some math and it gets smaller, and you do some more math and it gets smaller, and you do some more math and you finally get to your solution. Start with the letter F. Every time you are doing what? Good try.
Summing. Subtraction.
Simplifying. You are making it more. Simplifying is making it more simple. Because if you think about it, guys, look at number 5. Look at the problem. 2 and 5/8 plus 3 parentheses 3/8 plus 2/3. That is the same thing as just saying the answer, which is 3 and 2/3. Which one is more simple? The problem or the answer? The answer. But they both mean the same thing. Okay, let me show you. Look up here. I saw somebody get a cut. Look at this. 1 plus 2 plus 3. Is there a simple way of saying, well, what if I asked, what if this pretend you were in kindergarten and I asked you, how old are you? And you were like, I'm 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, cool, weird, but cool. Right? What's a more simple way of saying that?
5, 6.
I'm 6 years old. So that is simplifying. This is true, that kid is 6 years old. But isn't this more simple? So whenever you do the math, you are simplifying. But it means the same thing. This is 6, this is 6. You don't believe me? Let's prove it. What's 1 plus 2? Plus 3?
6.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah.
So you just proved it. Now, check this out. What's 1 plus 2?
2.
Plus 3 is that the only way of solving it? Let's use the associative property. Okay, instead of adding 1 plus 2 first, let's do 2 plus 3 first. What's 2 plus 3? Plus 1? Same thing, you just use the associative property. Happy birthday. Moving on. Number 6. Now, we didn't talk about the distributive property very much yesterday because we ran out of time, so that's why I said skip number 6. We're going to talk about number 6 today, distributive property. Number 7. This is exactly, we had examples like this in class. Remember that? Yeah. Number 7. It says group the numbers to make the addition easier. Okay? So if you look at number, well, we'll talk about it when we go over. The answer is 268,000. Okay, if you got the right answer, fine, give yourself credit. But when we go over this, I'm going to ask you, well, what did you group? And you're like, what do you mean? Then I'll be like, well, you didn't follow directions there. What did you group? Remember we did it in class? Just looking at it, what are 2 numbers you can group together? What are 2 numbers we can group together to add first? 20,000 and 80,000 because that gives you 100,000. What are another two numbers you can group together? 70,000 and 30,000 because that gives you 100,000. And isn't it easy to add 100,000 plus 100,000? What do you get? 200,000. And what's left over? 68,000. What's 200,000 plus 68,000? 268,000. You did it mentally just by regrouping numbers or using the what property? Associative property. Did we switch numbers? No. We regroup numbers. Moving on. Number 8. 52.57 or 52 and 57 hundredths. Number 9. 5.479 or 5 and 479 thousands. There's 3 of them. And number 10. 10. Or 10. Number 11. Number 11. Here we go. Here, I believe they use the associative property. Parentheses, 4.6 plus 0.78, parentheses, plus 3.4 equals 4.6, parentheses, 4.6 plus 3.4 parentheses plus 0.78, which equals 8 and 0.78 or 78 hundredths. All right, how many total questions?
11.
Nope.
10.
10, because we skipped one. Give yourself a fraction. If you got them all right, 10 out of 10. If you missed one, 9 out of 10. If you missed two, 8 out of 10. And so on, and so on.
Like G. G. G.
Actually done.
It's got them wrong. Yeah, it was
Here we
it.
go, here we go. Please stand if
I know I am.
So it was
Position.
please stand
Cause
I had a new book that I got. Please stand if you got 10 out of 10. Showing them if you got 9 out of 10. Showing them if you got 8 out of 10. Alright, if you got 8 or higher, then you are at grade level on this route. If you didn't, it's all good. Practice still time. Have a seat.
sit down.
Isaac. 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 Did you copy the ones from Ish did? Yeah, huh?
Alright, let's go over this.
She got them like 4. She got only 4 right.
She got them all wrong.
I know. Yeah. She says whatever she wants. To make excuses.
I don't make excuses sometimes, but not on the homework. You dumb. You dumb.
Stop making them.
It was you. I can't reach. Okay.
Alright. Here we go.
What time is it?
Here we go. Here.
Lunch.
Squeeze.
10:39.
29.
Okay, you're looking up here.
I'm totally looking.
All talking stops now. This part of our homework time or math time is really important because this is where you communicate to me that you need help. This is where that problem you were stuck on, if you see me work it out and explain it, hopefully you're like, oh, I see. Okay? But it's only going to work if you are looking, if you are listening, and if you are participating. If you're not doing one of those things, you're cheating yourself. So here we go. Does anybody have any questions on numbers 1 or 2? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for having the courage and raising your hand and communicating with me. So that tells me that everybody else got number 1 and 2 right. Okay. So what I want to see is if you got it wrong, your hand should go up. Okay, because you're telling me as a class right now how you're doing. So right now, I see about half the class got this, about half the class didn't. So this is important for us to review right now. So now I'm going to call on one of you guys. Okay, go, Layla. Which number?
1.
Number 1. So we're looking at number 1. Okay. Now the directions are really, really, really important. It tells you what to do. Okay, so go ahead and repeat after me. Use what you know
Use what you know
about the commutative property
about the commutative property.
to solve for n. So the commutative property tells me, if I look at my notes, because I took my book home, Mr. Reed said, over commutative, write the word switch. Because that means that I'm switching some numbers. Now, use what you know to solve for n. What is that n right here? Well, let's see. I have 26,184 plus 1,546. If I'm gonna use community of property, that means I'm gonna take those two numbers and do what to them?
Wait.
Switch them. Well, on the other side of the equation, if you see 1,546, which one's missing? Which was missing? 26,184. That's it. That's all you have to do. That is it. You have to add it. And watch, let me ask you this. How many of you guys added this? Come on, be honest. Okay. But it didn't say to add. Where? What did the directions say? Solve for n. In other words, what is n? Did you just tell me what n is? Yeah. When it says, guys, everybody do this. Box this right here. Solve for n. Okay? I want you to write. What is the missing value? That's what it's telling you. What is missing? Okay? Because remember I said yesterday, the left side has to be the same as the right side. Okay, let me say this again to people who were not looking. The left side has to be the same as the right side. Well, how do we make the right side the same as the left right now? You gotta put in that number here. Now it's the same. See? This is what I wished for. Now Isaac had a oh, and that's why reviewing is so important. Now, what if Isaac was not looking?
He would not know.
Maybe not. What if he wasn't listening? What if he wasn't participating? Yeah, because he did all three. Now he's like, oh. Okay, I get it. Question. Does anybody have a question in number 2? Madeline, Caitlin, number 2. So here we go. I know, same thing, Caitlin and everybody else. Watch. We're using the community of property, which says what? Switch the numbers. So look, here, 17.39 is first, and 12.58 is second. If you go to the other side, which one's first? 12.58. So in order for this to be equal, what do you do?
17.39.
Exactly. So n equals 17.39. That's it. It did not say to solve. Never here. Use what you know about the community of property to solve for n. We now know that solve for n means what is the missing value. Now, if the directions just said solve, it probably would have given you just that. Solve. Then you add it. But it's checking to see if you know about equations. Whatever's on the left has to be the same as whatever's on the right. Sometimes something is missing and you gotta find out what's missing. Okay? All right. Raise your hand if you have a question on numbers. Let's stay strong, guys. We have about 10 minutes. Number 3 to 5. If your hand is raised, thank you for communicating. If your hand is down, that means you got them all right. 3, 4, and 5. So again, about half the class. Okay. Thank you for that. Let's see. Yvonne, which number? Everybody look at number 3. Here we go. Now, before we do that, let's read the rest. Okay, ready? Regroup the numbers. Try that again. Regroup the numbers.
Regroup the numbers
Using the associative property.
using the associative property,
Then add.
then add.
So now, are we going to add? Are we going to solve it? Are we going to add? Yeah. How do we know?
Because it said then
Because it said it. It said it this time. Now, because I took my math book home, I remember that Mr. Ruiz said that the associative property is just going to use parentheses. And you switch, you regroup, you group. you form a group with parentheses, okay? So you're going to group or regroup. Because you know what? Look at this right here, guys. It's already grouped for you. So, but you have to what? Regroup it. So if this is the first group, look at the screen. If they said this is the first group, but they're telling you to regroup, that means that you have to make new groups. So what's the new group I made? The parentheses are going to go around which ones? 3/4 and so that's step one. So you write this 7/10 plus parentheses 3/4 plus 1/4 parentheses. Boom, guys. Please stop coming. Okay, whatever it is. Moving on. So look, we regroup. What's the next step? Add it. All right. Here we go. Now, you know what the parentheses say? It says do that first. So what do I add first here? 3/4 plus 1/4. What is 3/4 plus 1/4? 4/4. So let's rewrite it. Hold on, let's rewrite it. So 7/10 plus 4/4. Okay? Equals. What's another way to write 4/4? 1 whole. So 7/10 plus 1 whole equals. What is 7/10 plus 1 whole? 1 and 7/10. There it is. There it is.
Alice wants
Yes.
me to be her Madrina. Her godmother was not please though. If Alice likes Jonah instead of me.
You skip this part? You skip this part? What did you do? You went from here to there? That's fine. That's fine. But listen, the thing is that if it was wrong, I would have to see this work to see where you made the mistake. Because if you got it right, it's telling me that you know how to do this in your head. But I'd like to see the work. If you do this on your test, that's what I'm going to do. A little smiley face and everything. Now,
Oh yeah, 5 minutes early.
well, is it five till?
No.
No, we have time for one more. So here we go. Let's end strong right here. Let's do one with decimal. So here it is. You see these two right here? Are those a group?
No.
Those that is that the group they made? How do you know it's a group they made? Because it has a parentheses. And what are you supposed to do? So make new groups. The question is, which one am I going to put in there? Which one should I group together? I'm going to group, I'm going to wait. If this goes into your free time, early dismissal, oh well. I'm going to group these two together. Let me show you why. So I'm going to say parentheses 1.02 plus 0.98 plus 4.87. The reason I group those two together, look what happens when I add them. I'm going to rewrite them up and down. 1.08 plus
1.02.
Oh, sorry, 0. This is a 2. 0.98. Look what happens when I add. What's 8 plus 2? 10. What's 9 plus 1? What's 1 plus 1? And your decimal. Look at that. So now this becomes, can I say 2 point, actually that's fine. 2.00 plus, what's left? 4.87. Well, what's 0.87 plus 0, 0? 0.87. What's 4 plus 2? 6. There it is. All right, we're going to continue this later. Go ahead and put everything away, and see if you can line up.